The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Kia ora, this is Toby Manhire, here to urge you to tune in to Gone by Lunchtime, a podcast with me, Annabelle Lee Mather and Ben Thomas, tackling the world of New Zealand politics, from policy to polling, from scandal to psychodrama. Listen to Gone by Lunchtime, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network, wherever good pods are sold.
Okay, here we go.
I don't think commercial radio has this much milk on the desk.
Can we just start the podcast?
No!
Kia ora, welcome to The Real Pod. My name's Janie. I'm joined by Alex Casey, Duncan Grieve, also Tiahia Butler, and also myself, Alex, and Duncan on camera. We've got a very high-tech system set up where we've wedged our phones into
Cardboard
into
boxes. You've ripped some of these lovely boxes.
But very high-tech boxes in the sense that it contains some technology.
It does, yeah. The boxes contain technology and then we've got technology wedged in. It's a whole metaverse.
And then between each precariously positioned phone is a full glass of milk.
And for why?
No one knows for sure,
I know
but
for
someone's ending up in their glass of milk.
I know for sure why, and that's because Ti here is very diligent and helpful, and he made us coffees, and he wasn't sure if we wanted oat milk or regular,
full cow.
and so he brought us options. And so, but we don't have jugs, so they turned up in glasses, and I proceeded to spill them everywhere.
Are we doing a podcast?
We are. This has started.
Okay.
We're on.
I was just checking.
Giving you guys some context because we're filming in the hope of making some content, and we can see ourselves on our phones. it's quite distracting.
It's hard not to look, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
You look good. You guys look good.
Oh, that's nice. You look good too, Jane.
Thank you.
Jay, your eyebrows look good.
Yeah, I plucked them once I remembered that I was going to be having a camera angled at me.
Both did the big tweeze.
Yeah.
Duncan, did you do anything to prepare for this video podcast?
I forgot that we were doing it. Is that prep?
The podcast altogether because you were a bit late.
Yeah, I did. I was having a lovely chat, and then realised I was. And then you sent me a pic to our group chat, which got renamed the Fockers during the week, which I loved. Which was Jane with the Real Pod logo in the background, and that was like,
She's doing a very weak peace sign.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I remember posing for it not even 10 minutes ago.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Full score.
Gosh.
technology.
Okay, so I just want to quickly tell you about how I met a new family member on the weekend.
This is amazing. This is low mass.
This is my second low mass, I have to say.
Wow.
Well, the first one's not really mine, but it's my sister's. So I'll tell you about the first one.
Yeah.
Because that's history now. But the first one is my elder sister has a different dad to the rest of us. She had a brother who is in the UK, same father, different mother, right? She knew about the brother, but he never knew about her. And so she used the Salvation Army to track him down.
Is that what they do?
They got to meet as adults, which was lovely. That was some years ago, so now they're in touch, which is really nice. And then we discovered last year we've got a cousin, like a cousin that one of my relatives put up for adoption, and we had no clue. Well, some people in my family knew, but us kids didn't. And so I got to meet him for the first time, and it was just a lovely, lovely time.
That's amazing.
So nice.
Did you recognise? Did you have similarities?
He sounds like my uncle, who's not his dad. It's his uncle as well, and he looks like my auntie, who's his mum. I might be doxing everyone in my family right now, just sharing their secrets. But yeah, just, I don't know, it is a weird thing. I think it was super special for him because he hadn't had, blood family all this time, and then suddenly he's got cousins coming out his ears.
Wow. You should have got these cameras on it.
I know.
Should have got Lomas.
I know. I know, I'm
That's
thinking
just
of...
free Lomas.
I'm just going to mine my family for more secrets, and I'm sure next time I'll take a camera with me.
Seems like you have
So many skellies.
plenty stashed
Heaps
away.
of skellies in our closet, tell you.
Skellies is
Show us
good.
your skellies.
That's a podcast right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my nice time. I just wanted to share it with the world.
That's a really moving story. I did notice. Did you go to New Flavour?
I went to Barilla.
Barilla.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yum.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, it was yum. We ate heaps.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What's going on?
No new family members for me
That you know of.
that I know of. Get in touch. Alex
You
at
got to go.
spin-off
You got to go all the way
.nz.
to Narnia. You got to go right to the back of the closet and find your skellies.
I don't think I have any news. Duncan, do you have any news?
No, he's very
Blank.
blank.
Are you
face.
staring at yourself? Blank.
No, I'm trying to avoid that.
Okay, in lieu of Duncan's news, I just want to mention an email that we got from a fan, I shall say, Edwin. Edwin is listening to old episodes of the podcast, up to episode 7 of Below Deck Down Under, which happened to be the one where we called out to everyone saying, no one's listening to our podcast anymore. Please write in if you are. And Edwin sent us a very lovely email, doing some analysis on what might be the cause of the drop in listenership and so on. Bless. But, lovely compliment sandwich. Also saying thanks for sticking with it through thick and thin. It's been a big source of enjoyment and comfort over the years. Edwin watched Real Housewives via your rankings. Alex, so we're talking about going back quite a way. And although not listening as much as before, feels like he's got an old friend here in the pod. And I just want to say, shout out to you, Edwin, particularly because there was a line here that said something about... Sorry. It's quite long.
So he wrote all that out. The Benny Hill thing. and the letter.
Amazing. Read us your emails.
During lonely times, listening to an ep always made me feel like I'd hung out with some classic mates, despite the obvious lack of reciprocity. Here's the reciprocity. Edwin, we love you. You're a mate. Shout out.
That's Edwin's theme from now on.
It is. See, now you've got your whole...
leitmotif.
You've got a whole
Do you know
little
about
thing.
that?
I feel like I've read it before, but I've probably not understood what it meant.
I hear.
What was the question, sorry?
You know about leitmotif?
I know what a motif is. I don't know what a leitmotif is.
It's just a cinema thing.
A tardy one.
It's like
It's when there's like a certain piece of music attached to a character, like a certain character that will start to play.
Wow.
There's a
It's a German-looking
It's a
later.
Germanish French sort of guy. That word.
Yep.
I'd just like to point out, in case you missed it, I've really noticed a lot when we throw to I here to say, what do you think? Of late, there's been a lot of, sorry, what? What did you say? What was the question? I wasn't listening? Sort of things going on? Is there anything you want to tell us?
In my defence, this morning, there is so much going on that is pulling my attention away from what you guys are saying. I think I'm going to post a little BTS photo in the Discord so that people can see the circus that's happening.
The milk.
What are
That's
you
true.
talking about? It's just a lovely time.
Duncan's hot coffee is precariously perched on his wallet,
It's
which
actually
is 10
empty.
feet tall. Ready to go over at any stage.
My wallet is so slender right now. Need to work on that.
I just remembered.
I was going to say, when I went to buy lunch yesterday, I got declined for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah.
Or even longer.
It's like the last time you get declined, the last time you get ID'd, a real moment. So, and you just, when you extend it.
I got ID'd when we went to the party thing the other day.
I got ID'd.
The Lula
party
the
thing.
Lula,
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
same.
Thank God I was there. Oh, God.
And the guy didn't believe me. I handed him my ID and was like, I'm 43. And he was like, what's your star sign? I was like, that's not fake.
I
also
think
I-
he was just IDing me because I was with you. But it still felt, because I thought my last, like there's that really good Tina Fey sketch, there's the last fuckable day.
Yeah.
I felt like my last ID was probably 7 years ago, and then when it just happened, it was. I haven't actually dwelled on that the way I need to.
Yeah.
Whereas you'll get ID'd for a while yet.
Oh,
I reckon.
no, it's been a really long time, but then I got twice in 1 week, which was great.
Twice in a
Alex,
week, that's real.
I really interrupted
No, it's fine.
your thing there.
I do it all the
what-
time.
yeah, of course you do.
do.
But you're on
And
that-
they actually look and say, "Oh, you're much older than I thought."
Yeah.
A great sadness. No, I just remember that I real potted myself in front of a corny over email. I was contacting someone, a very serious person, a law lecturer,
Whoa.
who I had a huge amount of respect for.
That
who
is not a corny,
I read
surely.
an article that she wrote, and I thought she'd be useful for a story I'm working on, so I got in touch. Very serious, formal article. First of all, accidentally, instead of linking to the article, just linked to a photo of her.
Wow, that's so good.
I came across this and I thought it'd be... And then she replied and said, "Hello, yeah, I've been following your work for ages. I've been listening to the Real Pod since 2015. And I went,
The
"No."
law lecturer.
The law lecturer.
That's illegal.
LLB. But then I was kind of like, maybe it's perfect because she knows the real me. You know, like...
The
little
linking
mate-
to I came across this and I thought of you. I came across a picture of
photo of
you.
you.
It's like real ordinary picture of you and thought of you. That's what, you know.
She would have opened that, seen the link, and gone, "Oh, this is Alex Casey, totally scans." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would have known exactly what happened there and been like, I would have been disappointed had it
That's
been any other way.
Really real
It
potting.
was a great start, but gosh, she's clever.
Hey, shout out to the lawyer if you're listening. LLB.
LLB.
Yeah, baby.
LAB.
Actually, speaking of which, should we talk about the Masked Singer?
Yes.
Not a single mention of LAB so far this season, but also no Lady
No
Six.
Lady Six.
Interesting.
Okay, we start with Playing Mantis. Do we? Am I
Yes.
looking at the right one? Yes, okay. So Playing Mantis. This is the one you reckon
This
is
is Paul Ego. Did you watch, Duncan?
No, but I remain ready to start. I'm so close. I can really feel it.
Playing Mantis always dreamed of being a pop star, had a big break in the millennium. Started on the Kib and Corbett breakfast radio show in 2000. So there you go, scans.
go.
Making waves, workaholic, behind a desk. The seven days
Radio desk?
Radio desk. Vocal skills are no laughing matter. Hello, I'm the yellow pack and save man.
Wow.
That's
Like
pretty
it's in the
good.
room.
It's competition.
Oh, did your throat go?
It did, yeah. Excited.
I feel like you get a sort of Paul Ego on a budget by just hiring Jane.
Yeah, and I'm half the price. Meat recap, pack and save.
Sounds like Chopper.
I think it actually is Beat Week at Pack and Save, by the way.
Do you know what's crazy about Paul
no.
Ego? He's real tall.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Taskmaster at the moment. He's like 6'4" or 5" or something like that. Isn't that shocking?
I mean, I thought he was tall.
Did you think he was tall?
I'd never really thought about him.
This is why I
thought,
asked.
That's fucked, isn't it? But it's true.
You never thought
I
about
just
Paul
sort of
Ego.
missed him.
Remember when he fell off the stage at the Music Awards?
That was.
You thought of him then.
I did. I thought of him.
He fell off because
Did you say that like an Italian man from Pizza
I got
Hut in the
confused.
80s? You thought of him
Yeah, I thought of him then.
All right, David.
actress. He would have fallen off the stage because high centre of gravity. So it's difficult.
True.
Also, a big hole in the stage, I think was the main problem,
Yeah,
if
that's
I
true.
remember correctly.
Here we get interesting. Two truths, one lie. I have long hair. Obviously not. I'm on TV and radio. Yes. I'm an introvert. Is he an introvert? Must be, because you don't have long hair.
Well, but also, like, I think I'm an introvert, but I there's no evidence to support that. It's just always how I've thought about myself. And I reckon it's a
What is the
story
real-
that you tell yourself.
It's how you replenish and rejuvenate. So if you do that, if going out with people rejuvenates you and revives you and you go for a beer after work and it makes you feel like alive versus me, I feel like I don't even want to go, and then if I do go, I'm exhausted. Like, I think I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, I can do the social things, but it kills me, and then I want to, and I cancel plans.
What are you?
Jane and I planned to cancel our plans with each other on Sunday.
Right on cue, we cancelled them. We have this kind of weird history of excitedly making plans with each other, and then one of us going, "Oh, are you still thinking of going to that thing?" And the other one going, "Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. No, I'm pulling out." We both pull out. As many frustrated PR people will know.
But we basically short-circuited the whole
We
thing this
did.
time, and as soon as we made the plans, I was like, see you on Sunday to cancel those.
Yeah, and then we did. Right on cue. She texted
To be
me
fair,
and said,
I was ill. I was
yeah,
ill.
that's fine. I said, but don't worry about it, because I was just going to not message you and just let it slip quietly by anyway. So it was fine.
Yeah. No, I think I'm the same.
And you
I think
were-
I'm
you were
introvert. I think I'm an
invited-
introvert. I get drained by interactions.
You're invited
time.
too, Duncan. I just want to
Yeah.
add, of course.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, but
Did
we
you
just
not get the text?
Yeah,
Well, no, because it wasn't a text.
it's on
get the-
Skype.
Did you not get the email?
No, I've noticed this happening a lot lately.
Like, just
Maybe I'm
lately.
the drainage.
No, you're busy with your children and things.
I think a lot
really
of
not.
comedians are, though.
Right.
Introverts. Reece Darby, famous
Is he?
introvert.
Is he?
I don't know, I saw him wearing a Baker Boy hat once.
Oh,
Was that introvert?
That's the international symbol, actually, yeah. Okay, so we think that's Paul Ego, and then they did that thing where they were like, I thought it might be Paul Ego, but it can't be because he was on the panel. It's like, you don't need to spoon feed us this, you know? Regal Rose,
Well done, Jane.
thank you, and not suggested by a single other person throughout the course of the show. Got this one on my own. Antonia Preble.
She can sing.
She can sing. What did she sing? I can't remember what anyone sang, but she...
Time after time.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It was frustrating me. I wrote, who the fuck is this? Anna Paquin? Fuck. And then Lisa Chappell. I was really... And then I
the
thought...
language
then
in
I
your
thought...
dog. Really?
Because I get frustrated really quickly with the show. But then I thought maybe it was Ainsley Allen.
But I'd already told you it was Antonia
No, I know,
Preble.
but I didn't want to believe because you poisoned me about Zach and Aaron so
that's
early
true, I
on.
did. Sorry about that.
Now I have... No.
You've got
Trust
trust issues,
issues?
haven't
Yeah, I
you?
was going to say something else, but
Yeah.
trust issues is what I mean.
Okay. Blue Penguin. I have no idea who Blue Penguin is. Auntie's a famous musician, though. Oh, two hands in the air. Alex Casey.
No,
What is it?
just in the shallow. It's good to hear that song
It is
again.
good to hear that song.
Wonderful song.
Apparently, this rendition's second only to Lady Gaga's version, according to one of the judges.
Wow.
Is that second of
huge.
two only?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
What about my rendition just then?
Well, I mean, they hadn't heard it, had they?
True.
Otherwise, you'd be there.
That's right. I have no idea.
I have no
think
idea.
Tina Cross? I'm still pushing for Tina Cross. Got no proof.
When
Just
she
a
pulls
vibe.
off her mask, are you going to instantly vomit and faint?
Tina.
Amanda Billing, I think, is one that I had down from a previous. I just stick with that. I have no idea.
She's congregated with the Blackbirds.
What is that?
I wondered All Blacks.
Yeah, so did I.
Sung the tune, the national tune.
Or married to one, potentially.
Mm.
No fish out of water. I don't know. Sometimes you're just making bird puns, or is this an actual clue? You know?
It's very hard to know. Rubbed feathers with stand-up penguins? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Bully got it.
As opposed to lay down penguins? I don't know.
I don't know.
Magic Monster's a big softie on the inside. Real voice here. Real proper,
Beautiful voice.
beautiful, smooth voice. Gone through pain to wear the patterns you see today.
Tattoos.
Wears with pride for fellow monsters.
Tattoos.
Appeared beside magical shapeshifters and whales, or a whale.
Don't know.
And then when everyone clung on to shapeshifter, and someone said P Digs, and I was like, that could be.
Whales.
That could be true. Wales, I know. I was like, whale rider. God, Wales is a
I was
country.
like Jonah, but Jonah wasn't a whale, was he?
No, Jonah was
Jonah
inside
was
the whale.
In the whale.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's not Jonah Lomu, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, but could have been someone who knew him.
It's really pushing it. But anyway, Two Truths, One Lie came on the scene in the late 20th century. Does that mean born? Or started their career as a singing magic monster? Owned a record store in a mall. Duncan, was this you? Did you? Oh, you worked at a record store.
No, I worked at... And I don't know if they were... I mean, is the Rialto
Yeah, that's a mall.
in Newmarket?
Yeah, that is a mall.
Yeah.
Is this
Just
why
a
you
little
can't
more.
talk about... Is this why you can't talk about Masked Singer? Because you're magic monster?
Can you imagine me doing any singing?
Yes,
Too
I
bad.
can actually.
Be very bad sounds.
Can play multiple instruments. So
Can't.
this is probably a musician, I reckon. And like an actual singer.
I wrote Piri Weepu. Question mark, question mark, question mark. No idea. No idea.
I reckon someone from the Wellington scene.
Okay.
2000s. That's my...
Yeah.
So the P. Dig scans for around that. Oh, he's Christchurch, isn't he? I don't know.
The I hear, are you watching this show?
No.
See, I hear, are you listening to this podcast as we record it?
Only just.
Okay.
Because you've got the ear. I feel like
Yeah.
you'd listen to Magic Monster and you'd know exactly who it was.
Do you find the idea of the show sort of...
I think it's compelling.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
think
do-
it's
you-
interesting. And,
yeah.
and every time we come to record this, I have a similar thing where I'm like, I really need to watch this. I did go back and listen to some of the performances from last year, and like Troy Kingi, so obviously him from the beginning.
We got him. We got him quite early on.
Yeah. I can't help but feel like it would be
really easy for
real
you?
obvious.
Okay, I
don't
think we
know.
need to watch with you.
Yeah. Watch party.
Yeah.
But not me, obviously, because...
Maybe someone from Trinity Roots or something. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Shaggy Sheepdog. Everyone's gunning for Jason Gunn. Where are we on that? Still Jason Gunn?
Still believe.
Does
I
it
still
all?
believe.
Does it all? Top Dog in Town. Did he host Top Town at any point? Must have done.
I don't know. None of the clues make sense, but it's Jason Gunn.
More comfortable in the conference room. Excuse me, though. What's that about?
I don't know. He MCs things, doesn't he?
Oh,
He's got a
okay.
business?
Does he?
Yeah, doesn't he make all of the shows in Christchurch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's, right.
White
Good call. Okay,
bait.
Jason Gunn it is.
Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spin-Off. You can help us keep all of The Spin-Off's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I kōrero with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Do you find it hard staying optimistic with all the financial news in the media? I'm Bernard Hickey, and on my podcast, When the Facts Change, I'm here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of economics in Aotearoa. So join the conversation every Friday on When the Facts Change, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network in partnership with KiwiBet.
Shall we move on to the block?
Yeah.
Cool. Short week, public holiday, and it's living room week.
Interesting that they take a public holiday off.
Well,
I'm not. TV productions doesn't normally do that. They're all freelancers, you know.
Maybe it's
The
just all
tradies have
gone
to.
full health and safety after last year when there was just all those head injuries in a row. Because they've reduced the working hours and
True, and you can't
know.
do anything after
Pretty
midnight.
much built the houses completely before they get there. Yeah.
Just got to pop a Scandi lamp in a room.
Shall we go couple by couple?
Let's
well,
do
that's
it.
certainly how we do it.
Okay, we'll start with Marie and James because there's literally nothing to say about them except for they got 4 penalties for not signing in and lost 5 penalties and lost 50 minutes off their finish time on Friday. That's it. That's the grand total of drama for their week.
They were brave with colour, but to me, it looked white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It's very confusing because the judges came in to talk to all the teams and they were like, colour doesn't necessarily mean bright colours. Like you can do muted tones. And the contestants were like, well, that's not what comes across when Mark delivers that feedback to us in the judging room. So it's good to know that. So let's just put a very slightly off-white on the walls and see if that works. I don't know. These rooms all looked quite similar again. Duncan, did you watch?
I did. The only comment of any consequence I have with them is when they were describing their lounge room in some context. They said, our main feature is our window and our TV, which really felt like a hugely Marie and James kind of situation.
I think they did that thing though. I think Marie and James and Ben and Chloe knocked out the existing plan for the window and put in like a bigger window or something.
Yeah. But it just was...
What
It took a sort of an interesting small window and made it just a totally normal window, which seems like an odd thing to do with your money.
What would you do to make your lounge room stand out? Would you have like an egg chair hanging in the
Egg
corner?
chair.
Yeah.
TV on the ceiling.
Yeah.
No, just put full Harry's house, probably, like upside down room.
Yeah.
You know? Take that, Jason.
Oh.
You know
If
what
he
I mean?
put on the upside down goggles though, while he was in there, you know the upside down goggles that they keep using for challenges? Then he'd be
True.
sorted.
It'll be all good.
Yeah. Okay, so who else? Ben and Chloe? They had a bit of a bust up
Wow,
this
this
week.
was
I
actually
love the
good.
fight.
Ben has been much more likeable and character-driven this season than when he was on in Hobsonville Point, I felt. This was a real... I didn't know whose side to take on this one.
What was it about? The
It's about the
tacky fire.
And then when I saw the fireplace, I was like, I
Let's
agree
start
with
from
Chloe.
agreeing with Chloe.
Yeah, we
They've
agree
got
with Chloe.
Just a revolting fire that shouldn't be sold.
But was it? I couldn't figure out. Was it a telly of a fire with hot coming out?
No, I think it is. I think it was. It was fake, like fake logs and stuff, right? Like that real kind of.
And then crystals.
But it was the flames were just like revolting.
But were the flames real?
Well,
no,
I don't think
no.
it was a screen.
I don't know that we really 100% know the truth here.
But there's two flame modes, and they both look ridiculous.
And
And
you
the
can make it
logs
blue.
looked really, really, really super fake.
Yeah. Did Ben had some weird alliance with this fire in a way that made me think it was just like his mate's fire
That's the
business. or
thing,
something.
because I mean that's one thing with this season is like there's so much that is sold. There was one segment where it went Samsung, Starbucks, Deliver Easy, Samsung, like. Oh, and the chicken app, you know, like which is
yeah.
obviously doing some weird like cashier on the side. That's why they did that. But it was just a whole between ad break of just pure sponsor slots. And I wonder if Ben hasn't gone, well, look, I'm just getting in on this and I'm going to commission my mate's terrible fire company off the books, like a
Yeah.
little side hustle.
Yeah.
Like this the heinous thing. It was really blown up in his face just by being the most disgusting feature on the block this year.
His issue with Chloe was that she didn't bring it up until Friday night, which admittedly is a dumb time to raise your concern about something that clearly can't be changed before the morning. But also, I feel like it probably just stemmed from her looking at the fireplace and going, oh, I really am not feeling it. You know, and it just got like scaled out from there.
Yeah, and you might not have seen just how heinous it was until it was sort of switched on, you know? Like, what a diabolical pile of shit you've
Yeah.
installed in your otherwise acceptable room.
Do you reckon Tom's doing mates rates? Surely. Like, how does that
Surely.
work? Is there any kind of, you know, are they accountable for making sure they're paying tradies a minimum amount or something?
Well, I mean, there is that, because there was they did that weird sleight of hand where they got people to do minimum wage, which was like half what they were.
Yeah, but they
normally
were going to
getting.
make up for it later.
Yeah, well, I don't like any of that.
I think a lot about the finances this week. There's a lot of talk about budget and the fact that Adam and Stacey
Gone wild.
just honestly making it rain on all their
Yeah.
purchases, and now their house is going to end up in a big puddle. That was a bad analogy. Anyway, what's to stop you from just using a bit of your own cash? Like, who is someone checking every single receipt?
I think that's a good cue.
They did mention Karen from accounts, which insider information, the accountant at Warner Brothers is called Karen.
Wow.
Well, we had a Karen. In
Well,
fact,
you-
we were
Karen
here today.
is back today.
She's
She's
back.
here today, yeah.
She's back.
No, but my question is then, so Karen from accounts might be going, yeah, cushion that much, yeah, that the books all balance. But is Karen also going through the house and going, oh, I didn't see an invoice for a little white statue? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I feel that maybe the reason that Adam and Stacey are so, we're not worried about the budget is because they're like, you know, it's worth investing our own $5,000 in some stuff later on to just to take this thing home.
But then it won't make sense in the world of the show.
But
Because we
also-
know that they're running out of cash.
Well, they'll run out,
Another idea.
but they might just somehow make it work.
Ram
You
race.
bring in your stuff, win the room with the stuff, then ship it back. Who's doing
tags
the
on.
layers of check? Also, don't they work at Weta Workshop? Maybe just they can get them to sort of 3D print some things.
CGI.
Yeah, or that.
I know someone. I know someone with a 3D
print.
printer. Tia here.
What's up?
Are you listening? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you been approached by anyone from the block to 3D print any cushions or anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I can't imagine plastic cushions would be.
Look, I don't know the technicals. Okay, I don't know how it all works.
I think Jason butt tests all the cushions.
So there was the big fight. I think they've made up. And
I just love seeing them fight, and I love that they kept it all off camera. You
Yes.
know, like because you can see
Then it's
they're much
genuine.
more
Yeah.
savvy. They're not going to fight on camera, but they've still got their mics on.
Yeah.
and so like the deft kind of cutaways just the whole time.
It
of
was
the
just
site.
real tense. The
was real
producer
tense.
like, hey team, and then Ben, fuck off.
Fuck off.
You don't
yeah.
often hear
and
a
she's like, don't tell me to
real
fuck off.
angry
He's
fuck
like,
off.
no, I was telling the producer to fuck off.
Wow. And Chloe going, I'm just not wanting to talk about it on camera. don't go on the goddamn block. Everything has to be on camera. That's the rules.
Wow, this is New Zealand.
That's right. That's exactly what it is.
On Ben and Chloe's room, which is looking like it might win, we don't know because
It's going to win.
they cliffhanged us again. I'm sorry, TV too high, couch too close. I have a real issue with this, and
Yeah.
I think Ben from Ben and Quinn fame would support me on this.
That's right. He's got the golden ratio.
He's got the golden ratio.
It's a
but
real thing.
one thing people don't talk enough about is the height of TV. So not just how close you are, but you don't want to have to be angling your neck. Bad for you. Don't need to be looking up. I've got my telly on a low cabinet, nice distance away, no problems with my neck. So
Bragging about your lifestyle over
I
here.
have a telly and a neck. So there you go.
But yeah, it was just really good to see some proper conflict, real unhappiness.
And
Right.
also that they have an interesting dynamic because they're not in a relationship, so they probably don't fight like that all the time.
Yeah.
That's
That was
probably
real
one of the
couple
first.
stuff, yeah.
One of the first times. How do they work through it? But they did. They did.
Of course they did. We don't have enough. There's no inter-team fighting,
Yeah.
which is really annoying. I feel like we're quite far through the season for that not to be happening yet. In fact, they're all going and showing each other their progress and
I
shit.
know. When's it going to happen? Where's it going to come from?
Giving each other tiles, for crying out
Who
loud.
could possibly, Ben and Chloe could plausibly have a blue with someone. Marie and James, absolutely not.
No.
They had zero chance. Stacey and Adam, maybe. They're kind of
There are factions though, right? Chloe and Ben and Stacey and Adam go out for pizza together, whereas Marie and James and Ben and Quinn seem to be the
Yeah. Yeah,
parents.
it's true.
But yeah.
Adam and Stacey, Stacey's voice is very gone. It's very gone.
I love how she insists on doing all the interviews and everything, despite the raspiest, witchy voice. And when she snuck up on Marie Rosine and was like, "Hello," and Marie was like, "Ah," and screamed and dropped her plans.
I am loving Stacey's makeup though. She's just it's so perfect.
She's
feeling
flawless.
so completely flawless. Love it. They've spent 57% of their budget. Quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
well, they need a progress bar for the actual house. What is that, 40%?
Well, there was
no,
some-
they've got 6 rooms
They
to go.
said,
I
they were
think.
like, Mark was like 6 rooms to go, and they were like 4 rooms to go. We're over halfway. There was a little bit of disagreement on how much there was left to
That feels like a
go.
very simple counting exercise.
But I guess they've still got kitchen to come, which is an expensive one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they got some Weta Workshop dollars in their back pocket. That's all I'm saying. They don't seem overly worried.
Something's going on.
She's just holding up these massive long receipts, going, "But look, it's a big receipt, isn't it?" Just no cares in the world. What do you think of their room?
What did it look like?
I quite liked it. It had all the mismatched chairs in there. It was
The
just
fluffy
like...
chairs.
that's right.
Yeah.
I thought theirs was the best.
Yep.
Conversation zone.
Yeah,
Wrote that down.
We love a conversation. We do.
Conversation pit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pit vibes. I don't want Chloe and Ben to win this one. I'm really
Not
can't-
with that fire. That should be
A,
disqualifying.
not the fire, and too close.
No,
so
but B,
too
not the fire
close.
as well. And probably C.
C, not the fire.
Yeah.
That's true. Unfortunately, Ben and Quinn, lovely week. Lovely people, always. There's some floor grinding drama.
So
they did
how good is that when they bagged out the neighbours for crawling dog control
Yes.
on them?
Oh, yeah.
That's happened to me too, so I felt that.
But it was just to do that on the television.
So good. Your own PSA that's
Yeah.
just down the barrel.
Just knock on the door and talk to my mum. Don't go straight to animal control.
But I'm if your mum, are you yes, you've rinsed them on TV, or oh cool, I'll just deal with the neighbours being even more dicks while you're just on up the line while I look after your children and your dog.
But they'd be finished by now,
They'd
right?
be finished by now. I think it was more of an overall for anyone who finds themselves in this situation, knock on the dog owner's door. Don't go straight to animal control.
Yes. It's just really cool of them because that's an ongoing life nuisance to have your neighbours now hate you / scared of you / want to do something terrible to you because if you live near Quinn and Ben, you know who the neighbours are. There's only a very small basket of people it could plausibly be, and you got rinsed out in front of hundreds of thousands of people. It's just quite an aggressive, transgressive act, and I applaud it.
They're so great. They're so great.
How's the group work out?
That's right.
Yeah,
Are
that's nice.
they? Is Quinn fitness
I
something.
don't know, but she is flexible.
She can
Oh
do
my
that
God.
thing
Okay,
around.
let's try.
We tried to do it off mic
you
with the
get
arms.
your arms behind and try to bring them around the front of you, or is it the other way around?
Yeah, it's behind.
Yeah, behind
you.
and
There's
then bring
absolutely
them
no
in
way
front.
any of us are doing this.
Jane's the closest.
You've got to have some sort of double joint.
How did she get it wrong?
You're just bending down forwards.
You need to get, no, there's no way.
She must be. She's
gotta have, like-
dislocating her shoulder.
She is.
And they go all the way around.
And then she comes back around the front.
It's
I mean, that's
mad.
amazing. That's an advantage of this
That is
competition.
such a good party trick. Like, that's a legit...
But it also, like, I did you retch at all? I felt quite my insides.
No.
I want to see like a frame by frame of what happens to the shoulder. You know?
It just pops on
That
out.
would
whole
actually be a
thing just
little
goes-
spin-off story.
True.
Shit's all over me
Copyright.
turning my eyelids inside out.
That's still good.
It's good, but it's not as good.
It's not quite.
It's not as good.
That's a real 90s thing, eh? The old
Yeah, it's just showing my
We
age.
used to do that. That was like a big
Was that a big
content
thing?
pillar for us back in the day. Been together for 2 hours. Someone's got to turn their eyelids inside out.
This is mine. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah, we've seen this.
That's another
wavy
one.
tongue.
That's a
wavy
wavy
tongue.
Wavy tongue. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that?
No.
No, I can't do it. But
Very
You need
few.
it? No,
of course I can.
You can't do it.
Oh, shit, no.
Wow.
Unique skill. Okay. Well, got something to say?
No, the other one was the tired cherry, to the post Twin
Ah,
Peaks thing.
yes.
Tired cherry, what do they call it?
Tie a cherry
Cherry
stalk
stalk.
into a knot,
Into a knot
in
with
your
your tongue.
tongue. With
Yeah.
your tongue, yeah. Can do that, but it takes me about 7.5 minutes.
That's just good audio. That really is.
What else about Ben and Quinn? They had their kids come to visit, which was really nice. We went up the Sky Tower.
I like how the kid was eating with the mini tongs. Did you notice that?
No, I
It was like
didn't.
his fork.
That's a real callback to Below Deck, actually.
True.
Ben got away with it without having to get a penalty because he signed in. But he signed in when his phone was on 1%, put it on charge for the rest of the day, and it didn't accept the sign in. And because he's got such a good track record, the Wolf believed him and didn't penalise him.
That's just that because that also shows that he's not just putting on a show for the camera. That everyone in the crew is like, Ben, stand up guy.
Yeah, stand up guy. And a terrible room though.
Yeah, but that's not really what it's about with Ben and Quinn.
It's really not.
The weird wood.
The weird one that was Quinn's,
Oh, yeah.
Quinn's vision, and then they kind of like half of them stopped halfway. Like there was a join halfway through,
Yeah.
half of them, but they weren't. They didn't even alternate them to make it some sort of pattern. They're just like in
But
the
they
middle.
don't get down. They just keep making bad rooms every week.
Chuck a hidey hole in there,
Yeah.
Will
Fine.
fit 9 adults sitting/squatting.
That's quite a lot of adults.
Yeah.
What is the function of the hidey hole?
They didn't. They,
Christmas trees?
yeah, there's a storage space. Marie and James actually decorated theirs like a little play space for kids, which is quite smart. My kids would love that.
Really?
They would go in and like read books and iPads.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. And lock it from the outside.
But interestingly, so we had 2 hidey holes and we had 2 olive trees. Now, do you remember last year?
Yeah.
Who did the olive tree? It was
That's
Rachel and
big.
Rachel,
one.
I can't remember who. There were 2 different.
Yana, who was her? I
She had
forget.
2. She had 2
Yeah.
different team members. But they had an olive tree in their living room, which I think you visited the house and it was well
It
dead.
was withered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I don't think it's going to survive. Hey, speaking of last year, guess who made their triumphant comeback to basketball today? Only Adi.
Wow.
Oh.
Is he
Winner
like
of the
cashed up with a Rolex and stuff?
He plays in a fur coat. That's crazy.
Brings
He
along
made
his
so much money.
Oh, so much money.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, the olive trees from last year have been brought into this year, and next year I guess we'll see 4 olive trees, 1 in every room. Just a weird thing to do.
You can make. Oh no.
Olive
Can
oil.
you pick them?
I have one, and it gets olives, and I
But
don't
you have
know.
to do things to the olives. though. You
Lots of
can't just go
things. I
straight
don't
in.
think.
I hear you know.
I'm going to cut this bit out because I don't know anything about it.
I just had this feeling. Like it'll be one of your hobbies?
Olive guy.
It doesn't yet.
Like craft olive oil. I'm sure that's in your
That's
future, though.
yeah.
Okay, so I think that's everyone, isn't it? That's everyone. We'll just quickly talk about the demo challenge. Half an hour to demolish a room and push it through holes.
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun for the first few minutes. Then quite hard work.
Have we done anything like that? We used to do like, but before you just became introverts who cancel plans all the time. We used to do things. We did an escape room that one time.
That was fun. I
Alice-
remember you like hacked it within 2 minutes and like ripped something off the wall, pointed a laser at the lock, and like opened the door and they walked in. They walked in and they were like, this has never happened before.
Yeah, I did do that.
Alice in Wonderland, Clued Up Adventure, 28th of January. Our name's on it. It's a walking scavenger hunt type thing.
But aren't there those things where you get like a sledgehammer? Like they did it
Yeah,
on
a
The
rage,
Bachelor
like
that
a rage
time.
room.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do a rage room.
You have to go to like Monica. I feel like all that stuff is not here.
What about throwing
I want to go to
axes?
Spookers. I still want to go to
Jet-
Spookers.
Jet-
Well, you know
Throwing
that
recently.
Spookers has been bought by...
The people
Rainbow's
who run
End?
Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon.
That's right.
I heard them talking about it on Today FM.
What just happened? I was going, how am I going to do the Armageddon excited about going to Spookers pun? But then you spoke to me with your strange face
Well, it's just
and
that
voice.
it was just that my weird Today FM kind of ironic fandom has turned into actual fandom, and I'm terrified about it.
Today FM.
Today FM. I heard about it on Today FM.
We need a regular segment with a P. Willie sting where you just recap your Today FM listenership.
Okay.
You should call my dad. Every time I talk to my dad, he's like, oh, see what Tova's been up to? I'm
Genius
like,
man,
we-
your dad. Genius man. It's good taste. He listens to Today FM in the real pod. I love it.
I'll do a platform recap.
Anyway, they were talking about it, and someone was on there talking about how they like that. How, people do just shit and piss themselves all the time.
At Spookers.
Yeah,
Oh, that's disgusting.
it's disgusting. And that's not. I'm not keen on.
I do not want to go to Spookers.
I don't want to go to
Let's
Spookers.
go.
I told you, Alice in Wonderland, Clued Up game around Auckland City, 28th of
Can
January.
you
It's not
imagine?
even a joke.
We can go pro up. We can probably get comps, you know,
Yeah, okay,
and we'll
let's
just
do
rock
it.
up.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
pro
yeah.
to the
Okay,
nines.
fine.
It'll be so
adult
fun.
diapers?
Adult diapers.
You may get a text from me that morning. Oh, not feeling so good. Don't think I can make it today.
I hear you would come to Spookers. Eh?
I'm down for
yes.
More importantly, have we got tickets to the Backstreet Boys?
No, I flubbed that.
What?
I said I'd buy them, but then I forgot,
Why-
and now
why?
they're real expensive.
Oh, I heard the other day, I was like, Alex has got us all tickets. We're going.
I'll reignite the plans.
They're probably on Trade Me or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps there's a
Close
Feelers
to the
concert
time,
or
we'll
something
snap
we
some
can
up on Trade Me.
get for
My Kim,
cheap.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Is that coming- is
Do
that
you
actually
have those?
happening?
Do you
I think
have
I've still
tickets?
got those tickets.
Okay, this is turning
There's
into
so
something
much
else.
going on.
Guys, we need to
I'm
move
in the
on.
market for Billie Eilish tickets
I'm
if
going
anyone's
to
selling.
Dua Lipa.
I'm going to Dua Lipa.
But it's at the same night as the Discovery Upfronts. December 3rd. November 3rd.
I wasn't going to
When was the
spend
upfronts?
all night at the upfront.
I'm very
Ben and
excited about
Quinn
Dua
won
Lipa.
the demo challenge
no, they did, didn't
and
they?
got heaps of plants. Quinn cleverly used her King's Plant Barn vouchers to buy some decor, not just plants. Smart lady. Game Changer Challenge was the wheelie bin thing, which was hilarious. Definitely hadn't been tested beforehand. As soon as they tried to roll the bin across the grass, the wheels fell off and they had to relocate the whole thing to the road.
I love that.
The bad upside down goggles came back, and Adam and Stacey won a deflect card and a 30-minute tools down extension. And that is our show for the week.
Those are our people.
Those are our
today.
people today. On Today FM with Jane Yee. Is that good? Have I got a job?
Yeah, really good.
Thank
Too
you.
good.
Too good. All right. That's me. I got a new job. See you guys. Nice knowing you. Bye.
Bye,
Why don't you bring
Jane.
your potties along for a,
We'll be there.
Sego?
Thanks, Di here. Thanks, Di here. You can come with.
Aw.
No, you can, of course. You can all come with. I haven't got a job at Today FM. What's going on? Let's just stop this
really
podcast.
did feel like you had a
really did
job
feel
at
like
Today
that.
FM there for a
Goodbye,
minute.
goodbye.
Talo for Lover. I'm Madeline Chapman, editor at The Spinoff. If you have the means, consider supporting our high-quality journalism by becoming a Spinoff member. Sign up now at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Kia ora e te iwi, Te Aihe Butler here, podcast manager at The Spinoff. If you enjoy listening to our podcasts, consider supporting our mahi by signing up to become a Spinoff member at thespinoff.co.nz/donate. The Spinoff Podcast Network.